Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today I've got a really cool new disc from Latitude 64 that I want to share with you one more time and give it a little bit of a spotlight. It is the clear plastic Brave that came in the new Mighty Fire Royal Box from Latitude 64. The Royal Boxes come with basically an explanation of what everything is. Most of you who are fans of Latitude already know what the Brave does. So I'm going to give you their quick overview on what the Royal Clear Plastic is. When we started development of the Royal discs back in 2019, we had a vision of a clear plastic which would accompany the solid colored Grand Plastic. In 2026, it's finally time to reintroduce it, Royal Clear. We wanted to bring something new to the table, and as plastics are fascinating and everyone has their unique features, finding the right one which checks all of the boxes is usually easier said than done, but we found it. Compared to Grand Plastic, we wanted our clear plastic to have a slightly stiffer feel, fly slightly more overstable, look great, and of course have great durability. We believe we've checked all of the boxes. In this disc you will find clear prototypes of our two new favorite molds, the Grace and the Brave. We hope you will like them as much as we do. Try them and let us know your feedback. Now, we got out with Grant yesterday. We tested out the Fire, the Mighty, the Premium Plastic Peak, and the Zero Medium Hope, the clear plastic Grace and the clear plastic Brave out at Hornet's Nest. So go check out the channel. Go check out yesterday's video if you want to see all of the discs in the one video. But what I'm really personally fascinated to do is compare the clear Brave to the original prototype Braves from the first Royal Box that I ever got. I wound up finding a second of these on the used bin a few months ago. And then this is the one I've been throwing for years now. I absolutely love the Brave. It is currently my #1 favorite mold. I have these two backups, which I think were in last year's Royal Box. Every year, apart from this year, they let me get 2 boxes. This year, they only let me get the 1. So I haven't actually compared any of these to each other yet. I know my blue one is the most beat up. Yesterday, this yellow one was flying quite understable. And yeah, I just want to give these like a true test and comparison. And before I throw the Braves, I do want to give a quick shout out to bergsdiscsports.com. We have the V4s, the mint and the black, marked down to the lowest price we've ever had them marked down to. And you can also use my 20% discount code ICE20 at checkout. All right, so I'm really curious to see how the clear compares to my super beat up Royal one. Yesterday, the clear was flying pretty understable. So I'm hoping the claim lays true that the clear is more stable, but after my video yesterday with Grant, we weren't entirely convinced. My blue one just flies like a dream. That is exactly how you want your understable fairway driver to fly. So let's just compare it directly to the clear, then we'll check out some of the other runs. Also curious about the Tornado Swirl because I have not thrown those like at all. Oh, look at it. That's a huge turn. So that's how it was flying yesterday too. It was just like, once it gets over, it was just sort of staying over for a really long time. All right, let's give everything, all 5 discs this time, a throw, starting off with my blue prototype. This is the one I know the best. It's the one that just feels the most familiar in my hand. Now I've got a little bit of a tailwind going that way. As you can see, still has some admirable amounts of stability going on. Let's see on a similar hyzer line, does this flip up and turn, or can she stay on a hyzer? Okay, so on that hyzer line, you did see a nice flip up in the mid-flight there. Good push and glide. Flying stable enough there, but I wouldn't say particularly more overstable than my super beat up prototype. I'm gonna go ahead and say the clear Brave is not exactly how they advertised it to be. This is the Tornado Swirl Brave. Wow. Just going so far so easily. This is such a versatile fairway driver. You could see, could keep it on a hyzer. Also get it to turn and go super far. And if I put it flat, it's just gonna turn the whole way to the ground. It's that do-it-all disc that I go to time and time and time again. I have a hawk directly above my head. That is so cool. This is one more tornado swirl. Honestly, the tornado swirl, I would say, is the most understable. Those ones are brand new pretty much, and they are flipping up quite a bit more than the other Braves. So I do wonder, did these original prototype Braves, like the blue one, the one I bag, and this pink one, I do wonder if these guys have a bit more stability than some of the other runs. I'm not sure. It would appear that might be the case. So let's see how this guy flies on a similar hyzer line. Flying pretty similar to that swirly one. Yeah, they all seem just pretty consistent across the board. And I would say the clear one, although it's really good, the plastic feels good and stiff. We want this type of plastic in the Brave. It's definitely not flying, at least for me, notably more stable than any other plastic. All right, so I think it's safe to say we've come to the conclusion that the new clear Royal Brave, probably not more overstable than any other run, or at least if it's more stable, it's not like noticeably more stable. When you read the pamphlet, you're like, oh wow, like they tested this for years and they came to the conclusion that it's nice, you know, bit more stable. Not exactly the case with the Brave. Now the Grace did have a lot more stability. This mold, in my opinion and Grant's opinion, did not. He was getting it to flip like crazy as well. Let's throw everything one last time, and we're just gonna go for like a nice distance shot, try and get as close to the golf flag as possible. That's around 400 feet out. You can see when I power up on that Brave, she's gonna flip. Like if I throw that as hard as I can, that one's gonna flip all day long. This is a tornado swirl. This one seemed pretty understable, but let's try and trust on some power here. Oh, be stable. That is so far. That's easy 400 right there, parking and even going slightly beyond the flag. We got another tornado here. Maybe the tornado ones are worth experimenting with just because they look really sick. So high. Oh no, don't get stuck in the tree. That's potentially stuck in the tree. We're going to need that one back, folks. This is my other original prototype Brave. The pink one's definitely more stable than the blue one. That's what happens when you throw full power with the understable disc. Sometimes you just turn them. All right, please clear prototype, handle full power. See, it just doesn't have that fight at the end, really. It went super far, but it very clearly just flies. I mean, my blue one did kind of burn over. Probably didn't throw it quite as well. It's a little bit more stable. It was also not beat up at all. So I assume if my blue one and the clear one were both new, you'd have basically a carbon copy flight from one disc to the other. I need to know, let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite disc? I've been bagging the Brave for a long time now. My bag, due to the nature of what I do here on YouTube with the channel, Disc Golf Deals USA and the disc reviews, my bag is changing, not even week to week, day to day at this point. But no matter where I play, no matter what disc reviews I'm doing, my prototype, my two babies, the prototype Braves, never leave my bag. It is a staple in my game, and it's something that I've enjoyed bagging and I'm going to continue to enjoy bagging. I'd love to get a few more of these clear ones. I don't know if Latitude sees this video. If they could send me out a few more clear ones, I'd love to see if mine is just a dud or if some of the other ones are actually more stable. I'd love to test them out in every different color and see if there's actually some that come out more stable, because color does in fact affect the stability in different ways. So I'd be really curious to see maybe the yellows are the flippy ones. Maybe the other colors are more stable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay humbled with gratitude. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video, and take care.